Hello and thanks for joining me again for another episode of SpaceBourne 2. So we've been collecting ourselves a few soldiers and training them up and just letting them train up in the Freelancer section, because once we put them in here they'll start costing money. So got quite a few here. We've been sending them out to gather more, and what we're doing is we're waiting for them to level up a bit. We want at least 15 fighter pilots and at least 5 ground troops that are over level 6 preferably. So with our main mission, when we go back to the headquarters, bit of a spoiler alert, we're going to trigger a war and we're going to go into a battle using these guys up against an enemy that has an average of level 6 enemies to fight. So we want to have the advantage. These guys can they can die, and if they do die then you have to train new ones. So I'm going to aim to try and get them to level 10. So we're just going to let them keep working, and as you can see, if we go into trade here, I haven't put any money into the treasury just yet. This is what they've earned for me. Yeah, we're not getting any taxes here yet because of all of our guys we're putting straight into freelancers, so we don't have any citizens, and we don't have a headquarters, so we won't get, I don't think we'll get anything from the non-citizens at this stage. If we go into reports, we can see here these are all the freelancer missions. See, these guys have finished the contracts. Quite a lot of them. So they're making money, they're leveling up. We're going to let them do that, and we are going to do a couple of freelancer missions and see if we can get to rank 2, because that'll give us access to some better weapons, which I need on this ship. Still got a tier 3 pulse there. Starting to get to the stage where I do need some better weapons. I've been having trouble finding another pulse that I like. So we're going to go into the galaxy web and we're going to find ourselves just a nice easy mission. That level 8 one there, a tier 2 level 8 mission. So these stars, if you weren't aware, the missions have levels, and these stars represent the difficulty. So obviously 1 star, it's white, just like your equipment, is just a basic tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then like a tier 4 or a boss level. So we'll just take this one, we'll accept that, we will go into our contracts, hit that one, set the route. Now I'm already at the Stargate, so we're just going to hit Control H.
Please approach to the jump point to start
and cruise on over here. Let's see if I can get lined up without going outside the lines like I normally do.
Destination reached.
Okay, so gonna hit T, gonna scroll out, there's the mission over there, click on that, warp over there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed.
Bit of a distance. So we'll cruise on over there. When I get a bit closer and I'm about to warp out, I'll shove some power into weapons and shields. get ready to hit tab. So it won't be a few moments here. Sometimes they'll be closer in. So by doing these missions in between, it'll let our guys level up a bit, and that'll give us a bit more of an advantage once we start getting into some major battles, and we start using those guys. All right, so
Weapons online. Shield recharging.
all right, let's see if we can take these guys out. Now we've got Molliacs. All right, we'll put Molliacs into there so he can use the railgun.
Target shields down.
Taking a little while to take these guys out, so yeah, I'm due for some better weapons on this ship.
Target shields down.
I do like the pulse weapons. They do tend to have a reasonably low like a reasonably low sort of heat that they put out, so they typically, when you start getting the higher level ones, they don't overheat that much. Yeah, I do need some better ones, and the good ones do tend to do some pretty good damage against both the shields and the hull.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so where's a little bit of a distance away.
Engine module offline.
I think this is the last guy.
Engine module online. Target shields down.
And we've overheated. Just going to hit 4 to enable our cooler.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that was the last guy. Alright, so we've got some cargo to pick up. Grab a hold of that. Have a quick look around and see if they dropped any pods. Didn't see any. Just scout around and see if there was any that I missed while we're waiting for our little cargo drone to come back. Not seeing any, so let's have a look here. We did level up. Got a pilot level and an adventurer level. Now, I completely forgot all about the experience bonus down here in alertness. So I do still recommend going for cooling pretty early on, but yeah, should have gone for this experience a bit earlier. Doesn't matter, we'll catch up to it. And we've got some adventurer as well. I think I'm going to continue putting it into intelligence for the time being. And now if we go over to guilds, okay, so that was enough to get us to our next stage of getting to rank 2, but we need to go back to the actual guild station and talk to the registration guy. So we'll do that. Yeah, cargo drone should have come back by now. Picked up not much at all. But, alright, so the guild, or the closest one, is 1037. So we're going to hit M. Got the route setter. If you haven't got this, it's down here, one of these tabs, and just bring it up like that. So 1037. Click that, and that'll set our route. Hit T, head on over to the Stargate. Bit of a distance to the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting
So
for first
I'm going to zoom over there and I'll warp over to the Freelancers Guild, but I'll do that off camera and I'll be back to you in a minute once I've arrived there. Okay, so I've landed at the Freelancers Guild. So we're going to run inside. I did take a detour on the way and stopped in at a faction hangar and upgraded my ship a level. So we're going to run inside here. We're going to go across the middle. Talk to this one.
Our guild needs more members than ever before. Remember,
And yep, I'm ready. So, we've got a new contract. And this is level 11. So it's going to be a bit tougher than the one we just did. Alright, shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to handle it. So we're going to track that. We're going to set the route. And if we complete that mission, that should open up this terminal over here, which will have all pink weapons in it. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if there's any suitable upgrades here that are going to help us get through this one. Scanner boss, no good. And wow, they have no turrets at all. Huh. Well, that's new. Alright, well, I've never seen 0 turrets in there. But, alright, so we'll have to try and make do with weapons that we've got. So we're going to hop in our ship. Take off.
landing gear retracted.
We did already set the route, so we're going to head over to the Stargate. Hit C to get into the outside view.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And let's have a quick look at how these guys are doing. Okay, yeah, these guys are leveling up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers, and I put a couple of spares in just in case we lose one. Then we'll have a spare that's leveling up that we can replace them with. Now we've got the warp bug again, where you come out of warp and can't move. So that happens to you. Hit escape again, and now we can move again. So we're going to hit Control H for the Stargate.
The jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you.
And we'll see how we go with this battle.
You reached the waypoint of your route.
It is a bit higher than what we are. So we are level 9.
The next
Wait a minute. Level 10. That's one level higher. And it is a tier 2 difficulty. So, we should be able to get through it. Might take us a while to take them down. But, cruise on over there.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster endpoint.
Pop some more power into weapons. A bit less in the shields. Don't really need that much in the engines during battles, I find. Because I mean the guys will usually chase you down. So. Alright, so Molyax is getting onto it with the railgun. Alright. Almost got the first guy. I mean, I suppose I could load some missiles on, would help us out, but typically I tend not to really use missiles all that much. Guess that's a matter of preference. And I think we're probably going to overheat our weapons in a minute. Taking a bit of a battering to our shields. I think we should be okay. Do have a shield booster there if I need it. It's only a tier 3 one that I picked up as loot, but see how we go. Okay. This guy's got a bit of distance. Try and get a bit closer to him. Alrighty. Molyax is still taking pot shots with the rail. Alright, so that's that mission done. Couple of pods I think, so we're gonna hit gonna hit 5 for our stabilizer. And we're gonna try and line this up. And when it says stabilized, try and get a bit closer. There we go. See if there was any more. That one. 6 for our podcatcher. When we've got it lined up in the middle, gonna need to get closer to that one too. There is a crate to pick up. Doesn't look like there's too much good stuff in it. Let's have a quick look around, see if there's any more pods dropped. Don't think there was. So we'll wait for our cargo probe to come back. we did get another level, another pilot level. So pop those 3 points down here. And now we are rank 2. So we're going to go back to the guild and see what weapons they've got. So what I'll do, go into our map, and it is 1037, that system there. And so I'm going to zoom over there. Now I did level up, so what I'll do is I will take another detour to the faction hangar and upgrade our ship before we get there, and that way, once we get there and have a look at the weapons, should be able to get the highest level that's available to us. But I'm going to do that off camera again, and I'll cut out the journey, and then I'll come back to you once we've landed back at the Freelancer station. Okay, so here we are at the Freelancers Guild.
Landing gear deployed.
So I did stop off at the faction hangar and added another level to our ship. I also dropped off into one of the outposts along the way and dropped off our prisoners that we picked up. So let's go and have a look at what weapons are available in here now. So this is the normal turret. Alright. But if we go over to this terminal here, this is now available to us now that we're rank 2. And these are all tier 4 weapons. So we'll untick the flagships. Let's have a look at what we've got. Untick the missiles for now too. Alright, so pulse.
Attention, homeowners in the living quarter. For information about immediate regulations, go to the board of directors office at number 101. Legal action will be taken for any mispayment. Thank you for your understanding.
Alright, so these are looking okay. At least a bit better than what we've got. So pretty much doubled the damage. That one repairs armor. I like the ones that have a reflection. Like they reflect damage. Don't see any there though. So I think I'm going to go with that one. And probably that one.
Rank 2. New legendary items have arrived in the guild market. Remember, there's only one legendary
And
item
is there
in
any
the
rails?
Please do not complain about prices. They may be more expensive than yesterday, but much
Don't see a rail in there.
so don't delay if you need it.
Now this one here will have legendary weapons in it, but you need to rank up to level 3 to access that one. Now there's a rail.
To the attention of all members,
Not really much better than what we've already got,
carefully before taking actions for our guild. Any action that will damage
so I'm not going to worry about that.
punished first under the criminal law.
Let's see if components, nothing in there. Alright, so we'll go pop these on our ship and we'll have a look and check in on how our soldiers are doing. So I might actually do that first. Have a look here. So So looks like they've been doing a bit of leveling up. Most of our pilots are very well along the way, and these guys, yeah, these guys will be ready. So what we'll do next is we'll continue with the main story mission. We'll head back to our underground base, but that'll be it for this episode. So if you did enjoy the episode, then please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you didn't enjoy the episode, leave me a comment. If you do want to see more, then please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.